It is Friday evening. It is 10:34 and I wasn't expecting to grab my camera and make a video right now, but I got a nudge and I feel like I'm trying to follow my nudges more lately. This week I've been scrolling so much and I opened TikTok again, and like I said in the last video, I completely fell off the wagon with scrolling. And I think it is because I'm already a bit chaotic in my head. Like there's a bunch of stuff going on up here that just makes me want to avoid silence and like every other responsibility that I have. Safe to say that I'm pretty over it. And I've noticed that with the first two videos that I posted, I kept holding myself accountable for not scrolling and for trying to lower my screen time. And every time I wanted to scroll back then, I just grabbed the camera or did something else because I was kind of being held accountable. And I just really, really feel the need to have that same accountability this weekend. I don't have a lot of plans this weekend, so that's also like a risk, as in I could be grabbing my phone a lot, which is exactly why I want to do what I'm gonna do this weekend. And I think it will be good to just have like a hard reset this weekend to kind of remind myself and like train my brain again into knowing that it's okay not to grab my phone all the time.
Good morning, or well, good afternoon actually, because I slept in a little and then I read my book in bed. Um, then I checked my WhatsApp for a little bit just to check if like my mom needed me or someone. I did text my family last night, like I'm gonna be a bit offline this weekend, so I just gave them a little heads up. And maybe we were meeting up with our friend here for lunch, so I just wanted to check if she wanted to come or not. But she's not coming, so I can just leave my phone at home. That's such a I don't know, maybe for some people that's very normal, but I never leave my phone at home. I think mostly because I'm just very anxious that like someone needs me or someone texts me and it's urgent. Um, but I told him to text my boyfriend if like there's something urgent. Just knock on wood real quick. We were thinking of maybe going to the mall, maybe sitting in the sun. So I have zero clue what the rest of the day is gonna bring, but it's fun that we can like figure out together, right?
I don't know if this is really extra, but I packed my bag and I packed all the offline necessities that I might want to use in case I get bored or like if we're somewhere and I want to scroll or use my phone, but I can't because I don't have it with me. I've brought my journal, I brought my e-reader, I brought a drawing book, my crossword puzzle, pen obviously. So I feel like I'm all set. I saw a spider in the garden and now I don't see him anymore, so I'm a little scared. Anyways, I just got home and honestly, I didn't miss my phone one bit when I was eating because normally, even when I go out to eat, I don't really use my phone that much. And it's just way more fun to talk with my boyfriend, obviously. I noticed that at some point I wanted to take a picture or something with my phone, but then I realized I don't have it with me. What I was also thinking of is how obviously one weekend of no screens, no scrolling will not fix the doom scrolling problem that I have. But I do think it's a good way to reset and kickstart for a good next week. Because I feel like right now, when I'm in such a scrolling phase, automatically my default will be to grab my phone and to get scrolling because it's just what I've been doing before. And like for your brain, it's very easy to fill in the future with the past. So if my past behavior has always been to grab my phone and scroll, then obviously the future will be filled in the same if I'm not cautious. So I feel like maybe this weekend will help me to kind of break that pattern for now at least. But I'm very aware that it won't fix the root cause. And I think I'm just trying to avoid a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings. There's a scooter. But that is just not the life that I want to live, because I want to be more present and I want to just enjoy being in the here and now and actually finding peace in those moments. Um, and I want to just have like fulfilling weeks, like weeks with following through with my plans and not just ending up in a like a scrolling paralysis. Just doing the things that help me get to the next step. But like I said, I'm aware that this weekend will not fix those problems, but hopefully it'll like bring me onto the right path again.
Oh, and by the way, I chose to also not do music this weekend, which I feel kind of off about because I love listening to music. It makes me feel so happy or sad, depends on what I'm listening to, honestly. But I just figured it would be good to get used to some silence again. And so far, so good. I mean, the day has only just started, but I think it'll be good to just be in the here and now for a little bit more. I spent the entire afternoon in the recovery area of the gym and I just laid in the sun and swam for a little bit and I didn't miss my phone one single bit. Um, I brought a bunch of stuff as I showed you before for just in case I maybe get bored, but all I did actually was talk to the people that were there, which was really fun, and I read a lot. And other than that, I haven't been doing much, just chilling, and I've been loving it so much. Also, look at this view. And the sun is setting. I am so happy that I'm here right now. I just also picked up our favorite food. We're about to go have some dinner, and I'm thinking of maybe getting a massage tonight because I've been postponing getting one. My back has been hurting for like weeks.
Now, normally when I get home in the afternoon or in the evening, chances are I'm pretty overwhelmed, which now I feel like it's pretty okay as it's a Saturday. I didn't really have a busy day, but still, that's just the way my brain works. I just get home like feeling a bit overwhelmed. And normally I would grab my phone, but obviously now I can't do that. My phone is still in the bedroom. I haven't grabbed it yet. Think maybe later today I want to check my messages on WhatsApp just in case someone has said something important. But other than that, I'm just gonna leave it there. And when I just got home, I realized now I didn't even think of checking my phone. So that's great. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill here until my boyfriend is ready to eat dinner. And normally we would watch something on Netflix sometimes when we eat our dinner. But now I know it's on my phone, but still I want to try to this weekend maybe not watch any shows or anything, maybe just really be more in the moment. So I can either read my book or do something else or just like enjoy my meal, which I feel like is the most mindful option of all of them. And one other thing that I was thinking about is today I've been outside all day, I've been doing things, and I thought, well, might as well maybe take a massage tonight. And then I thought, like, isn't that just like replacing the phone distraction with other distractions, like doing other stuff? And then I figured maybe that's the whole point, like actually doing things and like being present in life.
As you can see, the sun has already set. I just ate my dinner and I did a little bit of editing because I'm posting a video tomorrow, which now is last week. But I needed to get that online and like planned in and everything, so I did that real quick. Oh. That was loud. Anyways, now I'm on my way to get my massage. It looks really late right now, but it's not that late. It's 7:30 p.m. And I have also been craving a sweet treat today. So you and I are gonna go get some frozen yogurt after the massage. Well, just me, honestly. You just have to watch. Oh, something else I wanted to say is I love the power of momentum, because when I got home, I talked to you about how normally I want to grab my phone and like I didn't. And then I quickly went to shower before we ate our dinner, and normally I would also want something on the background, like a podcast or music or something, but I just got in the shower. I didn't even think of grabbing my phone to put on sounds. I didn't feel the resistance and like the nerves that I'd normally get when it's quiet. So I feel like that came from the momentum of the rest of the day, which makes me so happy because now I just had a peaceful shower, and I also love getting shower thoughts. Right now I kind of felt bored with the idea of not being able to play any music on the scooter, but I made a promise to myself, so I'm gonna not do that. And yeah, I'll see you at the massage salon. I'm almost out of gas! No! Come back another time.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, the one that I plan to go to didn't have any spots right now. And then I thought maybe I'd go to another one, but it's, well, not that far away, but a little bit far away. So now I'm thinking just to make it a random side quest and to just go to the first one that I find on the road. I saw one, but it looked a little sketch. I'm just going to my own one. Trying to be spontaneous for a time. Oh gosh, I missed my exit. Guys, I got curious, and so I went to the salon that I thought looked a bit sketchy. And no, I feel kind of bad because they were so sweet. But it's just like the neon lights and everything, it kind of made it look like a bar, which as a sober girly is not as inviting. I always wonder if when you get a massage, do they like always have the same routine that they do? Or do they just like freestyle it? I've always wondered. And low-key, I always feel kind of bad getting a massage. I don't know, like that they have to massage me and everything. But I do feel pretty relaxed now. I'm happy I went. I am now walking towards my sweet treat, and I am really looking forward to it. And as a wise man once told me, my brother-in-law, shout out to you, he always says, even when you're like full in the belly, dessert goes into the back anyways. Is that why we call it big bag? Going alone sometimes makes me feel like so silly or embarrassed, even though I shouldn't, so I won't. I'm just gonna enjoy it to the fullest. It's also my Saturday evening, you know? Okay, bye. I love it. I just got a little awkward at picking like a spot to sit. So I didn't choose a seat. So now I'm like walking with my ice cream. What I also noticed, because so many scooters here. Anyways, what I also noticed was because I didn't use my phone. Well, I brought it in my bag just in case because I went alone. When I was in line, oh my god, there's a doggy. Watch out. Hi. I know he's just here for my ice cream, but still. Hi, baby. Okay, bye. This might be the most chaotic story I wanted to tell, but anyways, what I noticed was that I really wanted to grab my phone in line because I felt kind of awkward being there alone. But then again, I realized, who cares? Like, what does it matter? I'm gonna drive back home now, and all I'm thinking is, I want to listen to some music. But I'm not. I'm back home. Did I get gas? Absolutely not. Good morning. It is Sunday, which means that we are very much halfway through the weekend. I feel very calm. I feel pretty relaxed. I woke up this morning and I didn't feel super anxious, which I normally do when I wake up. And I was thinking when I got up this morning about how my phone usage is like kind of similar to how I used to have a relationship with food. I used to have a really unhealthy relationship with food, but I went into therapy for it and I learned so much. But I noticed that I haven't yet been able to translate it to my phone usage, which I feel like would be should maybe be easy or logical, because I feel like whether you're using food or using your phone, you're checking out of something. And then this morning I thought, a reset weekend, isn't that like kind of binge and restricting, not food wise but phone wise, where actually what I want is to have a healthy relationship with my phone and just be able to grab it and put it down whenever I want to, and not like be out of control with it. This is also kind of like a restriction, but this one feels like more justified and like necessary, because sometimes I just need to put the phone down and touch grass. Before I'm making my breakfast, I'm just gonna read a little in my book. And yesterday I already got to page 63, which I feel like for me is so quick. Normally I would do like maybe 10 pages or something, but 63. I kind of want to watch a vlog on YouTube when I'm making my breakfast and eating it, but I'm not. I had my breakfast and now I'm heading to the grocery store to really quickly grab a few things. And then I'm meeting up with my friend at the recovery of the gym again, the same place we were yesterday. And while I was having my breakfast, I didn't do anything. I just focused on eating, which I feel like I really want to try to do more often, like just eat real mindfully. But I got so annoyed because there's so many bugs in and around the houses, and I know it's pretty normal. Look at, I mean, the nature we're in, of course, but still I can get so frustrated with it. But I feel like one good thing is I didn't try to escape it by using my phone. I just tried to sit with it, let it go, and now I'm fine. I just had the loveliest day today. I spent hours, I don't know how many, but many hours talking to my friend in the recovery of the gym. And we were like supposed to do the recovery as well, but we just sat down and just talked for hours. Completely forgot my phone. And after that, I quickly got some dinner. And I'm by myself today, so I got dinner alone. And normally I feel like I would really quickly grab my phone when I'm going out to eat alone or grab a book. But I just did neither. I journaled for a little bit before my dinner came, but when I was eating, I was just eating, and that felt like the most logical thing to do, and that felt like I was more drawn to just eating in silence and yeah, enjoying my food mindfully, which is something that normally doesn't really happen because I always try to entertain myself. And also in restaurants, I can feel like pretty self-aware and anxious. But I was so fine. I feel like this weekend is really doing me well. But oh my god, there's a little kitty. Hi. Hey. Meow. Hi, kitty. Being interrupted again. I just got home and I do really crave watching a show with my boyfriend because that's what we love to do sometimes. But I just want to be screen free for the rest of the evening as well. Okay, bye, girl.
I just journaled a little bit in the restaurant before my food came, and something in the conversations I had with my friend today just really made me think a lot. So I wanted to share some stuff that I wrote in my journal. It feels kind of weird to like share this out loud, but anyways, we also talked a lot about purpose and finding reason to be alive. I don't know how we started, but often with us we go deep really fast. Yeah, that is so true. I think there's two themes going on right now that make me want to escape and check out into my phone. The first being my recent journey figuring out that I probably have ADHD and everything that comes with it. The grief of lives I could have lived by now, the moments that now finally make sense, the links that I can now make, the years of feeling misunderstood by myself, feeling lazy and undisciplined, unknowing. And the second is the constant battle I have in my head of questioning the purpose of everything. Because one thing about me is that I've always struggled seeing the point in being here and in living. Sometimes I'm able to keep the thoughts at bay for a little bit, but right now I'm completely caught in the storm of my darkest thoughts. I always feel like I'm waiting for the end, filling up time and space until it's time for my natural departure. Which makes me think scrolling is filling up space, but so is reading then. And this is how I question literally everything. And not really in a quirky and fun way, but in like a genuine daily internal battle kind of way. That combined with the ADHD journey has been making me feel so tired lately. And my friend told me something so good, how scrolling and reading are not the same, and that you need to choose to fill your time and space with things that energize you and not drain you, which is so true and maybe even obvious. But to me, it sometimes feels like anything I do, energizing or draining, feels worthless because there's no point in anything. I'm really trying to come to terms with reality, accept that it is what it is, and sure, I see the beauty and the value in the small things that make life magical, like my loved ones, a good conversation, connection, animals, nature, music, all those things. And I am really grateful, I am. It is just hard for me to see the point and even to accept that there might not even be a point at all. Maybe the point is to live for the sake of living, for the sake of spending time with loved ones. Loved ones I am so incredibly grateful for the sake of spreading kindness, and for the sake of making others feel seen. And now that I'm writing this, I feel a spark. And maybe this is the point. Even though this was like kind of a hard reset, I really hope that I can keep this going later for next week, and then hopefully for the week after, and the week after, and the week after. But even if I don't, then I'll still really cherish this weekend because it was such a present weekend and so fulfilling, and I felt so much connection as well. And I didn't feel the eye strain that I normally feel when I spend a lot of time on my phone. Didn't feel disconnected. I felt more peace and less anxiety, which is good. Yeah, I noticed that I was calmer, I guess, like less rushy. Um, and I noticed that I didn't want to grab my phone and have it in the shower, like watch a vlog on the background or anything. And I also noticed that my thoughts could just come and go. And I had more creative thoughts, like room for creative thinking. Um, so, all in all, such a positive experience. And I would highly, highly, highly recommend anyone to do the same thing if they're struggling like me. Just try it maybe for a day or two, like I did. I promise you it'll be so worth it to just take a look around and actually be present in your life. Before I'm closing off, there's two more things that I wanted to touch on real quick because I just thought of them and like realized it. The first one is how usually when it's the weekend and I have a free day, I'll spend a lot of time on my phone because I just feel like I have too much time on my hands, and I'll feel like the day is so long and I'll get uncomfortable with the idea of the day being so long, so I'll just try to fill up that space with my phone, because then I don't know what else to do, even though I have so many things I could do. Like, I could do editing, I could do music, I could call a friend or like meet up with a friend, go outside. And this weekend, I just realized this, how I haven't thought of the time once. As in, I haven't been anxious about the time at all. The days just went by and I've been like presently enjoying them. So I guess that I've just overcome my own belief. Oh, yeah, and then the second thing I wanted to touch on is how I was just sitting on the couch and I was thinking about how excited I am to get the new work week started, to keep going with the things I'm working on right now. And yeah, I've just been feeling like really excited to get going again. And last week, when I spent so much time on my phone, I just procrastinated literally everything that I could procrastinate. Um, and I just felt like I had such a useless and unfulfilling week. So I really feel like I needed the space in my head and like the mental clarity that this weekend brought me to, yeah, kickstart everything again.